Hello and welcome to Top10List.org, where you get a world of knowledge in 10 simple points. Today's episode is going to be about top 10 American hospitals. Let's dive right in at number 10 with the University of Washington Medical Center in Seattle. Combining the facilities and professional networks of the University of Washington Medical Center and the Harborview Medical Center in Seattle, the UW system treats more than 1 million outpatients every year and admits more than 40,000 patients. Like all centers of academic medicine, UW affords patients the benefits of advanced techniques administered by the world's finest physicians, surgeons, therapists, and certified practitioners. Number 9 is the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. The medical school at the University of Pennsylvania was the nation's first and always has numbered among its best. More importantly, widely acclaimed as the nation's leading provider of nursing care, Penn Medicine frequently makes medical history. Its exceptionally skilled surgeons have pioneered techniques in cardiac treatments, neurosurgery, and cancer therapies. Penn researchers have also developed new diagnostic tests and procedures to assure greater efficiency and accuracy. Number 8 is Duke University Medical Center in Durham, North Carolina. Analysts and evaluators acknowledge Duke's leadership and research, but they generally award extra credit for a subtle but remarkable initiative to change values within the American healthcare system. Duke accords nurses and its School of Nursing equal attention and equal standing with physicians and biomedical researchers. Then the Duke University community attaches as much importance to Duke's standing as the nation's best provider of nursing care as it gives to Duke's long history of technological and therapeutic breakthroughs. Evaluators also acknowledge Duke's significant initiatives for correcting inequalities in the community's access to high-quality care. Number 7 is the New York Presbyterian University Hospital of Columbia and Cornell. Readers of the annual healthcare rankings and the U.S. News and World Report recognize how rigorous healthcare analysts and evaluators rate the quality of patient care in approximately a dozen categories as they determine which American hospitals stand out as best. Very few healthcare facilities excel at even the majority of these specialties. New York Presbyterian enjoys the distinction and privilege of standing nearly alone in the academic healthcare center that does it all and does all of it equally well. At number 6 is the Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. Not every hospital can give you access to a Nobel Prize winner. Well, Mass General can. In 2009, Dr. Jack Szostak, a staffer at Mass General, won the Nobel Prize for his discovery of the enzyme that coats and protects the tips of chromosomes. Exceptional as Szostak's accomplishment is, it's not altogether unusual for physicians, clinicians, and researchers at Boston's leading healthcare provider. The facility receives more NIH grants than almost all other hospitals in the country. It excels at more specialties than most of the nation's most prestigious hospitals, and it arguably does more to serve Boston's disadvantaged citizens than any comparable institution anywhere in the United States. At number 5 is the University of California, San Francisco Medical Center. Like all other top 10 care providers, UCSF contributes to prestigious journals, conducts extensive clinical trials, performs experimental techniques on desperately ill patients, and trains physicians, nurses, and pharmacists to serve California and the world. Its distinction, however, derives from its dedication to diversity in community medicine. Like Massachusetts General, UCSF serves the city's disadvantaged citizens. Above and beyond that service, however, UCSF keeps an open mind and an open ear to the community's biomedical concerns, and much of its best research traces its deepest origins to common concerns in the neighborhood. Not surprisingly, UCSF has done groundbreaking research in the treatment of HIV and AIDS. More recently, however, UCSF researchers have led intelligent discussion on how to treat gender identity disorder as a psychological problem and as a concern for endocrinologists. Number 4 is the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles. Dazzling, most people would say. Overwhelming and breathtaking, even more people would say. An architectural and scientific masterpiece, the critics would say. Big, brand new, and state-of-the-art in every way, the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center rises 10 stories above the southwest corner of Westwood Plaza, offering more than 1 million square feet of patient-friendly, family-friendly, high-tech space for people from around the world. Designed by legendary architect I.M. Pei and built with the assistance of his equally gifted son C.C. Pei, the center seamlessly integrates postmodern tech with interior spaces that maximize holistic healing and personal attention. Eventually, all hospitals will look and feel and work like this one. Number 3 is the Cleveland Clinic. Cleveland Clinic has attracted a great deal of attention during the healthcare reform debates because congressional leaders and administration officials have promoted it as a model of institutional efficiency and effectiveness. Effectively capitalizing on internet and wireless technology for managing, monitoring, and tracking every aspect of patient care, Cleveland Clinic simultaneously has cut its administrative overhead and improved the quality of care. Just as importantly, has eliminated the system's antiquated fee-for-service model, putting all of its professionals on salary and maximizing their productivity. Number 2 is the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. A legend among healthcare institutions worldwide, the Mayo Clinic has treated celebrities and heads of state along with every working people from around the U.S. and the world. U.S. News & World Report ranks the Mayo Clinic as the nation's best for orthopedic care. Impressive as the ranking may seem, patients' own reports reveal a great deal more. I feel like a real-life episode of House, says Margaret Williams of Rockwell, Maryland. The best doctors and researchers in all the greater D.C. area could not figure out what was wrong with me. I had some kind of digestive disorder that caused me to lose more than a pound a week, and I was growing weak, exhausted, and very afraid. Williams details how the Mayo Clinic specialists quickly, accurately identified a rare disease which only affects 200 people worldwide every year, and they performed a very little-known, even more rarely practiced surgical technique which cured the problem. Nothing short of miraculous, Williams testifies. Last but not least on our list is the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. For 19 straight years, Johns Hopkins has appeared on the nation's top 10 list, an unprecedented and unrivaled record. Even more amazing, however, is the inescapable, undeniable, incontrovertible fact that Johns Hopkins keeps getting better every year, by every measure. In 2009, Carol Greider, a Johns Hopkins researcher, shared the Nobel Prize in Medicine, while the hospital had the good sense and insight to let patients become fans on Facebook, and the staff helped the Olympic figure skating legend Dorothy Hamill overcome breast cancer. According to Keitel, another tough analyst, there's special confidence that accompanies being the best, and Johns Hopkins shows its confidence by standing out as by far the nation's friendliest hospital. Not intellectual, academic, or highfalutin in any way, just plain friendly. Thank you for joining us on this Top 10 List episode. If you enjoyed, click subscribe and don't hesitate to join us again for another edition of Top 10.